That's 100 calories, 0 or 1 gram of sugar. So basically no sugar, less calories, about the same amount of calories as a light beer, and it's 5% alcohol.
Right. That's awesome.
Still getting the job done.
That's it.
Yeah, it does.
And it makes you feel pretty too.
It does. And so there's this sense, and I mean, I can't help it. We all grew up with that,
Pinky up.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. Yeah. So we come from this, society where tough guy, whatever. I mean, especially as teenagers, you're coming up and you have this I'm not gonna do that. I can't drink that. It's got like a strawberry on it. And it's like, but I remember just looking at it first. I've even seen guys like, I don't drink that. I drink beer, man. I drink freaking bourbon, bro. You know what I mean? I'll fight you right now. You know what I mean? Like, there's this mentality. But then they like have some. They're like, yeah, this is pretty good. Yeah, this is actually pretty good.
That reminds me of
it breaks people. It pulls down that wall.
Last night I was at Calypso. And, of course, I walk in, the guy to the right, he's like, yeah, I'll take a tequila on the rocks. And the guy on the left is like, yeah, I want a stout. The dude's like, I want a Budweiser.
Yeah.
Aaron's like,
I'm a man.
Yeah. They're like, they're like, so what are you having? And I'm like, you guys got Truly?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, I'll take one of those.
Perfect.
Awkward pause.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you got a fucking problem?
You know what? Throw some whipped cream and a cherry on top of that for me.
Hey, look.
How about an umbrella?
Look, we're still all getting to the same place, right?
Yeah. So I mean,
I feel pretty. Go fuck yourself.
Okay, so can I do this broadcast?
Do it.
So this podcast is brought to you by the man that will not drink out of a martini glass. But I don't know why.
The masculinity
problem.
Come on, man.
Thanks a lot, man. But let me just tell you this guy. James Bond drinks out of that glass, and he kills. I mean, again, he's a fictional character, but he kills some of the most, villainous people in the world, and sleeps with the most beautiful women that you could even understand. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. I think the message
next time, drink out the. It's not a woman's glass, man. It's a James Bond glass.
Just,
how about that?
I would say that the bar industry is fluid.
Yeah,
it's about what you like. If you go to the Bahamas, like, what are you drinking? You're drinking pina coladas and
something frozen.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
With some grenadine in it.
Yeah.
So like Evan said, shout out to that guy. But just kind of open up your mind a little bit, man.
100%,
you know what I mean? Like, and as bartenders,
drop the guard, drop the wall. Yeah,
that's just it, man. It's going to happen anyway. You'll probably, if it doesn't happen yet, you'll meet a girl that convinces you, because that's what we do. We're like, oh, like, yeah, whatever you want, like, I'll do it, and then she's going to show you something. You're going to go, I'm a fucking idiot for not doing that. That's so funny that you said that, because that's such a true thing.
It's very true. Again, James Bond, guys, remember that. Drink out that martini glass. It's okay.
Just try it.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I do have one more. I have another question. So I've got Evan. You've been in the industry for 12 years now.
As far as bartending goes,
15.
Yeah,
12,
about 14 years. Yeah,
14.
bartending.
Steve,
yeah.
12.
Bartending 11. Yeah, about 15, 16 years in the industry. Yeah.
Okay, so I've been in the. Fuck, I'm 30 now. I've been in the industry.
Creeps up on you.
Yeah.
So
been in the
go
industry
back to
for
dishwashing.
Yeah, go ahead.
25 years. So when I went to pick this bottle up, this is a funny story. The lady there was talking about she used to be a bartender at Ocean Eddies, and I said, "Shut up! I used to work there at 13 as a dishwasher." I was like, "I knew you looked familiar."
Should give you a discount.
No, but we did like a hey, I know Donald too, and Donald passed away, and we did this little thing. But that was like literally right before I got here. So, but yeah, so in restaurants in general, 25 years, because
that's crazy. Yeah, I've been in for 12. It's like one of the first jobs that I had. I had a retail job before I got into, and you guys know the story, Buffalo Wild Wings, B-Dubs.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out B-Dubs for turning up in Fredericksburg.
So if this is your first podcast, go back to episode 2. You'll hear all about it. Yeah. It's good times.
You guys got crazy. We've been bartending for 9 years. I guess my first question is, because I've been in the industry for a while, and I've seen... And I've obviously had the opportunity to work with Chesbay's reps, to work with the delivery drivers, and I appreciate the amount of time and effort that each manager, each rep, each delivery driver puts in to building that relationship. It seems like, for more or less words, like, you guys like give a shit.
Hey, like Charlie.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like in those lasting moments that stick, to where when someone comes in, let's say we don't have their Labatt's Blue from where the hell Labatt's is from Canada.
Labatt's Blue.
Yeah.
Great. Just shout
But
out
we
to
could,
Dave.
but we could always go. How about you try this?
Yeah.
But speaking on the different types of jobs that you guys have, you guys hiring?
We're always looking for great people.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you build great companies. So, fortunately right now we have roughly 170 employees, great, good core of individuals that take a lot of pride in learning their craft.
Right.
And I think that's advice I give my kids as well. These days people, you just want to go play the game.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be like AI, practice.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But when you take time to learn your craft, and, for you guys, it's taking time to learn your customers.
Right.
So we're always looking for people that want to build a career, not just move a case of beer.
Right.
And then, one step leads you to the next. So.
That's awesome.
I've got one more for you. So we were talking, and you blew my mind, Patrick. I didn't know there were that many breweries in the area. I mean, you said, what, 240?
Almost 240.
Wow. So do you think the craft beer industry will ever overshadow the infamous Orange Crush of Virginia Beach? I have to ask.
Honestly, I got to give the nod to the craft beer industry because I had never heard of a crush until I moved to Virginia.
Yep, same for me.
Especially
Absolutely.
Virginia Beach. So I think the more appropriate question, will the crush ever take over craft beer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
100%.
Okay.
All right. I like that.
I like how you turn
that.
that. Yeah. Because that's true. Orange Crush, you need to step it up. I need to see you in Arkansas.
Yeah.
How about this? You know what? Orange Crush, I need you to step it up. I'll actually go to Ohio.
I'm sorry, what? I need to drop a mic on this one. Pryor just said he'd go to Ohio to push the Orange Crush.
Find me an Orange Crush in Ohio, and I'll go and try it.
I was going to do an apology this episode, too.
To what?
To Chad and Dustin's out there and Ohio. I was listening to the past podcast, and we were a little harsh on some names. And
No,
let's not say we.
All right. Yeah, no, it's all good. I'll stand up. I have no problem.
No,
it was me. It was me.
It's fun. I think that Ohio should be a running theme for us, and then we'll end it one day if they really ask us.
Well,
to.
here's we'll do the final episode in Ohio.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And
that's
then-
a thought.
Right. Okay. Cool. We'll go mobile, right, or fly in,
We should
whatever.
do an Ohio episode. Yeah.
We'll do an Ohio.
We'll go to
episode.
Cedar Point. It opens up in a few weeks. Might
I'm
as
down.
well.
I'm down. Just like I always said in college. I'll try anything once.
There you go.
I can't speak on it because I've never been there before. I've just met people from there before. We already know the story. Blah 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 blah.
Right.
So I hope that everything works out well. Now, if it doesn't, I'm gonna grill the shit out of you guys.
Oh, wow.
Just a random fact. I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. And I've dated, it seems to be nothing but Steelers fans over my past years. Yeah, it sucks. God, it's rough. It's real rough. But it's always, that's another thing.
We should find out who Patrick supports first before we just start.
It's cool. It's cool because
It's those part of the research.
Yeah, no, it's fine because
It wasn't on the bio.
because I guess my point of saying this is because I'm so passionate about my sports team. Anything that goes against it, I'm like automatically up in arms for.
Right. You're
So very, very much so. So when it comes to like Pennsylvania, I was like, I don't know. And then I went, and I was like, man, this place is great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I get it. Yeah. So again, I'm not really going to apologize to Ohio or Chad or. And I have a friend Chad and I have a brother.
I'm sorry
Dustin.
for listening to all this,
Dustin.
Ohio.
So man, let's come back to the point. I'm going to end with one last question. Like for me, one last question. But so with the beer distribution market, it's a very competitive market, and so I'd say your biggest competitor right now is Hoffman, and then you have who else do you have? You have
Tri-Cities.
Tri-Cities.
And
So where do you see Chesbay in the future as far as growth goes and the competitiveness that you guys have?
we feel very good about where we are as an organization because you look at the brands that we sell.
Right.
You look at the brands that we either bring on because they want to work with us, we want to work with them. So we're here to stay. We have great support from our owners. They want to be in the beer business even longer term than what they've been in it to this point. So hey, we're here.
You got a bright future.
We're here.
That's awesome. All right, awesome. Well, again, Patrick, thank you for coming out. It's been a real pleasure, really, talking to you and having you out
Yeah,
here.
thank you so much for your time.
It's been a lot of fun. A first for me, but I've enjoyed it.
Hey, no, I appreciate
Hey, hopefully
it.
not the last.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
get you back on here.
Yeah. Well, guys, closing remarks, Evan, Steve. I know you just had yours, Evan.
Well, I guess again, I'd just like to say, thank you to Stratus Media for having us. The facility is incredible. This is our third episode. It's been a lot of fun. Another big thanks to people like Patrick and the company that he works for, which actually gives us our jobs in a sense. You know what I mean? As far as what we do, a beer is a huge part of what we do. So thank you for getting it to us conveniently, keeping those lines clean. Y'all can thank Charlie for some of those places for those years that I grown up in bars. But they always have these guys come out and take care of those things. And just thanks to everybody listening. And please share us. Like us as soon as we launch.
With moving forward, as you guys, our listeners, are listening in. If there is I feel like this is like the call to service.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If there's one of you who's out there, who has a story, who believes in what we believe in, who's in the industry, and you always wanted to be able to explain your side, or tell your path. We're always open for new stories. We're always open for new guests, because I think that the amount of experience and amount of opportunity for stories in this industry is vast. I mean, once again, guys, I appreciate you all for listening. Thanks for coming back. We really appreciate it. This is Passing the Bar podcast, and you can catch us next week.
I think that was good. I think that was good.